Chef, if a person takes a shower, is that the same as wudu? Like take a regular shower every single day?
Okay. So, if I understood Sam's question, he's asking, is taking a shower every day the same as taking wudu? The answer is no. Wudu has to be performed in a sequence because there are 6 pillars for wudu. Without one of them, the wudu is invalid. Washing the face, washing the arms till the elbow, wiping over the head, washing the feet, simultaneously doing this and having the order, which is face, arms, head, and feet, not mixing up the sequence. These are the 6 pillars. So you have to have those when you make wudu. Having a shower, if you don't intend wudu and do these steps in fulfilling the pillars, you're not in the state of wudu. Except, and this is an exception which you have to pay attention to, general showers, daily showers, showers for cleaning, showers for going to the Jumu'ah, Friday, khutbah, etc. They are all not, wudu is not included unless you specifically follow the procedure. Except when you take a shower with the intention of uplifting a major ritual impurity that you have. So if you had a nightfall, nocturnal emission, or you had intimacy with your spouse and you are in the state of janaba, this is known as major ritual impurity. If you take ghusl to uplift it, so you can be able to pray or to read the Quran or to enter a masjid, wudu is embedded even though you did not follow the procedure and fulfilling the 6 pillars, because it's a minor ritual impurity that is embedded in the bigger picture. Like if I come to the masjid to pray dhuhr and I find that the congregation has started. Now I remember the Prophet saying, alayhi salatu wasalam, do not sit if you enter a masjid until you pray 2 rak'ahs. But they're praying the congregation, O Prophet of Allah. What to do? Go ahead and join them. So I pray with them 4 rak'ahs. The Imam concludes his prayer, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Now I think to myself, should I stand up and pray 2 rak'ahs, tahiyyat al-masjid, greeting of the masjid? The answer is no. These 4 rak'ahs of fard were the bigger picture that included in them the 2 rak'ahs which the Prophet ordered us not to sit until we pray. Likewise, when you have a major ritual impurity and you uplift it with ghusl or a shower, then the wudu is included in it, and Allah knows best. Sunny from Bangladesh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
From the sunnah, instead of saying beautiful, we can say Allahumma barik. Instead of thank you, we can say Jazakallah khairan. But is there anything including fi amanillah from the sunnah we can say instead of bye?
Fi amanillah is a general dua. It is not from the sunnah and it is not a bid'ah. It's a something related to customs, to traditions, to what people say. So for example, Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. How are you doing? Oh, this is not from the sunnah. Okay, good morning. Oh, this is not from sunnah. Are you late for school? Not from the sunnah. You crazy? This is not related to, nobody says fi amanillah when bidding farewell or ma'as salama, which is bye-bye, to be from the sunnah. These are cultural things. These are normal things. We are humans, not robots. The difference between bid'ah and sunnah is when you do it thinking that this is part of the Prophet's way, as this is part of the religion that would relate you and get you closer to Allah, and if you don't do it, you're sinful, and the likes. So you're not trying to worship Allah by saying it, you're just making a general thing that people do, and Allah knows better.